Hey, buddy, welcome to Monday. Today is March 17th, 2025, and I'm Michelle with Yes Michelle Crochets. Please allow me first to say welcome and hello to my returning viewers, my returning subscribers, and my returning lurkers, and a very special welcome and hello to my new viewers, my new subscribers, and my new lurkers. I appreciate having each and every one of you here with me today. I thank you for your time. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have a bit of a routine to my videos. I like to start out with a quote of the day. I think it sets the tone for the video. I know it sets the tone for my day. From there, I like to discuss what's in my cup, the weather outside. Yeah, I'll give you a few quick announcements. I will have a very important conversation with a very special friend. And then I will have a conversation about the topic of the day. From there, I will give you a screen card, which will indicate what you're going to see me crocheting in the next part of our video. Now, let me stop right there and be clear. If you're not a crochet artist, that is by all means not an excuse to run away. You see, during that crochet time, we're going to have some really great music. That's number one. And number two, I'm just crocheting. This is not to say you can't knit, do diamond dart, maybe you draw, maybe, just maybe, you need some good company. And I'd like to be that for you. We'll do it with music. You won't hear me counting, so I won't interrupt you. In fact, you won't hear me at all. Why should I mess up good music? So, once I finish my crochet session with you, then I'm going to give you another screen card. That screen card is going to show you the quote of the day again. And then I'm going to celebrate my members and give you an end screen. And in that end screens, it's going to do a couple of things. It's going to remind you, if you haven't already done so, to please hit like, hit subscribe, and yes, tickle that bell notification. And it's also going to remind you to do something that I often forget to ask, which is please share this video. And why do I ask you to share? Because for me, this is a virtual hug from me to you. And I'd like for you to share that hug with someone else. You see, a hug is only good if it's given. So I'm giving you a hug. I need you to give that hug to someone else. And of course, in that end screen, either I or YouTube is going to recommend a video that we think you might enjoy. I'm very transparent. The goal is to keep you around as long as possible. I love your company. I hope you like mine. So, with all of that said, let's get started with the quote of the day. Today's quote was said by Joseph Campbell. And forgive me, I have something on my desk I don't want to knock down. I can't talk about it, but I'm excited about it. Anyway, quote of the day. Today's quote says, "Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors where there were only walls." I love that. I especially love that today because I will say this, since July, I can truly say that has been the truth of my entire journey on YouTube. When you first press that button to start your channel, if you decide to start a channel, you get the impression that it's going to be this way or it's going to be that way. But the reality of it is, I don't know. Well, I probably do know 900 people. I don't know 900 people who are passionate about the things that I'm passionate about. And yet, I have over 900 subscribers. I'm looking to add new subscribers, new buddies. So if you know someone who doesn't already know about me, please share me with them so they get to meet me and hopefully they become a buddy too. And how do you become a buddy? You subscribe. It's very simple. And of course, tickle that bell notification because I want you to show up, not just be a number. Numbers are great. You're way more important to me than a number. So thank you for being here. Now, on to coffee talk because it is extremely early in the morning. So I have my coffee to get my day started. And of course, my coffee is the same coffee I drink most every day. It's where I take my bullet blender, toss in a splash of water and 2 ice cubes. Then I add in a scoop of my fake sugar, a scoop of chicory, a scoop of my instant coffee, which of course is Cafe Bustelo, and I also add in a splash of cinnamon and just a drizzle of my favorite flavoring, which is the Lorraine salted caramel flavoring. Although I am thinking about trying something different. I'm a creature of habit at this hour of the morning. So this is what I'm currently drinking. I'm warning you, there may be a change. And I blend all of that together in my bullet blender, pour it over some ice in my cup, and then I do a supercharged protein drink. And all of this goes in 1 cup, by the way. Be aware. Too early in the morning to have multiple cups. So for the second part of my coffee, I take a pre-made coffee drink. A pre-made protein drink, and I pour it in my personal bullet blender along with 2 scoops of the Javi coffee protein mix. And those 2 scoops each contain 10 grams of protein, so that's 20. That pre-made protein drink, which in this case is the Quest Salted Caramel Protein Shake, that has 30 grams plus the 20 is 50 grams of protein all in 1 cup. I'm very clear about the fact that I am not the best eater. So this is my substitution for a morning breakfast. It's also a great way to get in the protein that my body requires and the coffee that I love. So there's that, and I love it. Then there is that weather. It is currently 34 degrees. Yes, I said 34 after having done videos outside, after having 80 something degrees on multiple days last week. We are sitting at 34 degrees this morning, and yes, that's the low of the day. We are only expecting a high of 70. And that sounds beautiful, but we got to get there. And right now, I'm a little chilly and I don't like it. So that's that. Announcements. The first announcement I want to give you guys, which is the one I give you most every day. Happy birthday or happy anniversary if today is your special day. I sincerely appreciate having you here on your special day to spend it with me because it makes me feel pretty special too. So for that, I say thank you and happy birthday or happy anniversary. I also want to take a moment to say hey there to my best buds and greetings and salutations to the royal court. And if you're wondering who my best buds are and who is this royal court, well, those are the members of my channel. I love the members of my royal court and my best buds. Why? Because these people care so much about me that they've invested in me a little. They've taken a little bit of time out of their day to enjoy the perks of being a member of my channel, but they've also added into my resources of income through the monetization of this channel. They in turn get special emojis. My royal court gets a live with me most every Saturday. Yes, unfortunately, we won't be having a live this Saturday, but that is simply because it's the birthday weekend and I'm going to have to change some things up in order to make the maximum enjoyment out of this coming weekend. So there is that. But all of the members of my channel mean the world to me. And if you would like to become a member of my channel as well, you can do one of 2 things. If you're on an Android or a Windows-based device, you can click the join button just below this video, or you can go in the description box below this video and there is a link in that will show you how to get to become a member of my channel. And I highly, highly encourage you to do it because it only gets better from here. Now, I also want to say to anyone who celebrates it, happy St. Patrick's Day, because today being March 17th, it is St. Patrick's Day, at least in the United States. So, I also want to say to those who remember, this is the National Celebration of Women Month, and that excites me. It's also National Crochet Month. So I hope you guys are working on some things that celebrate and inspire you in the realm that thinks about crochet or thinks about women or both. Just wanted to add that. But before I go any further, before I get any further, and if you're wondering why I'm looking off to the side, because that's where my notes are. I didn't feel like holding them today. I simply wanted to have them close by because, again, it's before 5 o'clock in the morning. Your girl can't think clearly enough to not have notes. Plus, I don't want to miss anything. Now, back to what I was going to say, which is please excuse me. I need to have a very important conversation with a very special friend. And if you're wondering who this special friend is, well, it's someone who may not be having the best of times right now and needs a little bit of extra love and encouragement. And to our special friend, hey there, how are you today? No, really, how are you today? I want to know because I care. And I'm caring because I've shared before with you, if you haven't already heard, I go through some of the same things you go through. I am not a bot. I am not AI generated. I make mistakes, missteps, and foibles. And sometimes when I take my own inventory, I'm a little too critical. I said that to you to say it's possible you could be too. But no matter what, today might not be the best day for you. So I'm going to give you some ideas of how to make this day a little bit easier. They start with simple things. You need to eat. You need to drink your water. Yes, I know water is boring. Water doesn't feel like what I want. The reality of it is, we don't always feel like we need what we truly need. So, eat. Drink your water. I'm going to remind you what you already know, which is if meds are appropriate, please, please take your meds. It is important that you follow the directions that the doctors or therapist or whomever has prescribed these medications for you in order to improve or at least minimize what you're dealing with. So take your meds at the recommended time in the recommended way. Those three things are so, so important. But I'm going to add something that most people don't think about that they need to do, and that is have real conversations with real people in your life. It's fine to send me a message and say, hey, I'm struggling with X, Y, or Z today. I care, so I will listen, but I'm a person on the internet. There is not very much I can do to help you. However, having a real conversation with a friend or family member, maybe a neighbor, or a trusted person of faith, that can improve things for you. That can at least ease the stress, or they can see a solution to whatever you're dealing with in a way that maybe you can't. And if you don't have somebody like that in your life that you trust to have this very important conversation with, this is exactly the right moment for you to reach out to your resources through the internet, your telephone. If you still have printed directories, then use whatever you have available to you. But use your resources. Have real conversations. It is so, so, so important. Okay? Now, another thing I need you to know before I stop talking directly to you is that I love you. I love you, and I'm proud of you. I am proud of you because you're here, not just at my video. I mean, here in this world. This world needs you. I need you. And because of that, I love you. I'm proud of you for being, just being. And with that said, for now, and just for now, I'm going to ask you to sit back and relax, breathe, take a moment to just breathe, and know that you are loved, probably by a lot more people than you realize. So, I'm going to get back to my video. I want you to hang out. Thank you. And guys, thank you for being patient with me while I have that very important conversation. Those of you who've been around for a while already know that sometimes that conversation is for me to remind me that I need to eat, drink my water. I'm pretty good at that, I must admit. I'm not as good as I could be. I could be better. And to take my meds because you get busy. I've had my meds this morning before you ask. I've already had them. That's done. But this is a reminder to others that they are loved. It's a reminder to me that I love me too. And I love, how does my love show up for me? I get up in the morning and I make videos for you because I like doing this. In fact, I love doing this. It's why I do what I do. Now, topic of the day. Today's topic, of course, is Motivation Makes Monday. And oh my goodness, I literally woke up at 2:05 this morning, passionately excited about today's motivation. What motivated me to wake up so stinking early this morning? Honestly, it's the stuff all around me. Yarn. Yarn. Yarn woke me up. The one thing who does not talk in my house woke me up. And the reason it woke me up is because I was thinking as I was going to sleep about a crochet project that I'm currently working on. And it's just a haphazard blanket. I started it with the modern granny stitch. And then I moved into something else with a different colorway. And I carried that through for several rows and switched back to the primary source of color. So I'm using two different colorways. My point is, this excited me. This motivated me. It speaks to my passion. It speaks to the artistry. That's me. And probably the case for you too, which might be why you're here. But then I thought about, what about people who don't crochet? What wakes them up at 2 o'clock in the morning? Is it anxiety or stress? Is it fear? I hope not. I hope not. I hope the thing that wakes you up before your alarm clock goes off, the thing that gets you out of bed and makes you laugh at yourself because you will invest hard in that over everything, inspires, excites, and motivates you. I hope it's something that brings you joy because that is motivation. Joy is a motivator. Love is a motivator. Passion is a motivator. Fear is a motivator too. But I like the other ones a whole lot better than fear. So, that being the case, I wanted to share this quote with you too because it also kind of excited me. And this one is said by E. E. Cummings: the most wasted of all days is the one without laughter. And that one stuck with me because yesterday, as I was looking for a crochet buddy or somebody just to keep my subconscious busy as I'm working on this blanket, was Juan the Yarn Addict. He and several people just got back to their respective homes from having traveled to Boggy Creek. Many of you who've been in the YouTube streets know about Boggy Creek. It is a camp that supports persons with illnesses and disabilities, founded by, I can see him, Paul Newman, founded by Paul Newman, and to my understanding, at no cost to the attendees. And they have a lot of volunteers, and a lot of people really are passionate and support this project. What excites us in the Yorny community is we get to make blankets that each one of the campers will leave with one of. So, can you imagine a blanket that you're currently working on is going to go with a camper at some point? Because many of you are already working on the boggy blankets that are going to go out next year. And that that excites me. That inspires me. And the reason laughter is important, because if you've ever watched Juan the Yarn Addict, you already know he has an infectious and contagious laugh. So I had to share that quote with you because it made me think of Juan the Yarn Addict. It made me think of so many of the people who are interconnected to my YouTube channel because they have poured into me. Whether it's telling me, hey, don't do dot dot, but do dot dot. Not just correcting or redirecting, but guiding me along the steps that have helped me improve my journey over the last few months. And I just have to say it's a few months, but these are the things that have birthed the channel that we are sitting at right now. So, to each and every person, whether it's a course correction or a motivation or an encouragement or just a little bit of love, I thank you. Not every person who has shared something beneficial to me and my channel is a content creator. Sometimes it was somebody just saying, I see you. Keep going. You're doing a good thing. Sometimes they're just somebody who says, your words resonated with me. You made me smile today. You made me remember to love myself. I am so honored to carry that torch and to wear that crown on behalf of so many. And I really, really thank you. Now, I've said a lot. Oh my goodness. I have been talking for 22 minutes. It is time that I stop because I need to give you a screen card and I need to crochet with you. So let's be crochet buddies together. Let's hang out a little bit longer. But before I go, I'm going to remind you I love you and I'm extremely proud of you. But I also need you to eat, drink your water, and of course, if meds are appropriate, please take them. Now, just for now, I'm going to go on camera this way. Instead, you're going to see my hands and me crochet. You can critique it all you like. It is what it is. It's already in the can. So please enjoy the music. Grab your whip and maybe something to sip and hang out with me a little bit longer as we crochet together. But again, you don't have to crochet. Do whatever you want to do, even if it's just sit and enjoy the music. But for now, have some fun today. I love you. I'll talk to you in due course, whenever that may be, probably tomorrow. Until then, take care.